former Samoan international Dan Leo is calling for a change to World Rugby's eligibility law that hinders poorer nations. Leo, a member of the Pacific Rugby Players Welfare Board, says that the One Nation for Life rule that World Rugby currently operates by is behind the times, and a change would almost certainly have an immediate impact, both on the quality and growth of our sport. His plan would allow the likes of former All Black Charles Piutau to play for Tonga. Piutau played for Tonga at under-20 level before playing 14 tests for New Zealand between 2013 to 2015. Writing in his column for their rugby paper, Leo argues that developing nations should be given access to resources such as former test players who are now surplus to other nations' requirements. With a mass migration of Pacific Islanders to places like New Zealand, Australia, and now Japan and Europe, the One Nation for Life rule that World Rugby currently operates by is behind the times. It hinders poorer nations, prejudices people from lower socio-economic backgrounds, and only serves the interests of those rugby nations that are already established, Leo wrote. Surely, this directly contrasts with the values of the game that we wave about so proudly. Leo said he recently laughed with Manu Tuilagi that Tuilagi earned more in one game for England than Leo did over a 39-match 10-year career with Samoa. Whether you are white, black, brown, English, Chinese or Fijian, the color of the jersey you pull on comes secondary to the needs of your family, he wrote on their rugbypaper.co.uk. So we need to work out more ways that enable people to come back later on in their careers, after the ambition to provide financial security for their families has been realized. We need to work out ways that ensure that inclusivity, teamwork, respect and all of the values we hold dear as a sport are being lived out. If Bundyaki can qualify through residency for Ireland in 3 years, then surely the same should exist the other way around. His last cap coming for New Zealand in 2015, shouldn't Charles Piutau now be able to play for Tonga after a 3-year stand-down? Leo acknowledged his idea needed more discussion, with options of a shorter or longer cooling-off period, a limit on the amount of caps a player has to qualify, and that movement should only happen from a Tier 1 nation down to a Tier 2/3 nation, ensuring that such a law wouldn't be abused by bigger nations. Leo said fellow PRPW board member Piutau has expressed a desire to represent Tonga at the next World Cup in 2019. It pains me to think how many quality Pacific Island players have been lost chasing an all-black Wallaby dream, Leo wrote. Players captured through a couple of appearances for a new 20 side, sevens team or A selection, never to be seen again. Proud Samoan and Cardiff Blues forward Nick Williams comes to mind. He wrote on their rugbypaper.co.uk, a standout player for Ulster and Cardiff over the past 7 years. Williams' 4 appointments for the Junior All Blacks between 2005-06 have stopped him from ever joining his brother Tim Nanai Williams and cousin Sonny Bill on the world stage. Leo said players of Pacific heritage were often unaware of the long-term ramifications of them playing for these capture teams, both on their careers and their countries. Stuff promoted stories recommended by